This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. Another question here. Any good stories about the Iron Sheik? He's become a bit of a cult figure. He had a run, I don't know, a decade or so ago on the Howard Stern show, and he became, a comedy figure. I mean, he even did some stand-up comedy shows, but once upon a time, I mean, he was a legit badass and a former world champion. What do you remember about working with the Iron Sheik?
I was just laughing my ass off when you mentioned his name kind of under my breath a while ago, and not in a negative way. Every time I see him, he is such a gimmick. I just bust out laughing. I mean, on sight. And he was a badass amateur wrestler. I will get some of this story a little jumbled up, but I will tell you one that is absolutely hilarious. When I first met Sheik is when I first went to Atlanta after I'd been with Bill Watts and Matt Bourne, myself, Paul Ellering. We got to Atlanta and Sheik rode with us a few times. And it was my first dealing with the Sheik. So there's four of us. We're going down the road, and I'm sitting in the back seat. I'm the rookie, and Sheik is beside me. And let's just say he had a little puff of the ganja.
Sure.
Which made him feel big, feel huge, or I am a big man. He felt like his chest was like, it grew 10 inches in his mind. And the way he was sticking it out, I couldn't argue with him. So, Arnold, you are Ole Anderson's cousin. That's correct. I said, yes, Sheik, it is. Or he is the boss man. He is cheap shot. He thinks he can stretch the Sheik. I don't care if he is the boss. I'll stretch him. I'll stretch his no good ass. I said, well, okay. All right. I understand, Kaz, that you were, amateur. Oh, yes. I was Olympic champion back in 1968 Olympics. I stretch everyone. I am still shooter today. I make everyone humble. I said, okay, you were in the 68 Olympics, and I started doing the math. I said, if you don't mind me asking, Sheik, this math that you just gave me that I just kind of told out, you would have won the Olympics at like 14 years old. That's amazing. Oh, yes, I can't believe it. Now I'm rolling. I'm absolutely rolling because I know that he is ribbing me.
Sure.
But he's not ribbing me.
He doesn't believe. Yeah. He believes it.
He wants me to believe it, and he believes it.
Yeah.
But the math is so screwy and all that stuff. And I'm telling you, I just busted out laughing. And then he started out laughing. Thank God he wasn't offended. Because it was the craziest story I had ever heard. But over the years, I mean, every time I see him, I go hug his neck, shake his hand. To me, he is a walking comedy act, but without not making fun of him.
Right.
Just laughing at the gimmick because he is so into his gimmick.
One of the best. Thank you very much, Ricky Morton's mullet, for having Arn breaking out his Iron Sheik impression that we didn't know he could do. Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.